today I have a tutorial on this makeup look right here. I filmed this tutorial using all of my favourite kind of makeup products at the moment, like all of my current favourite products and products that I know are like amazing and work perfectly well. So if you guys want to see how to get this makeup look, just keep watching, and I will have all the products and stuff that I use in this video linked in the description box below if you're interested. And I did of course wear my eyelashes in this video, and again the link will be down in the description box if you want to purchase them as well. So yeah. So guys, if you want to know how to get this makeup look, then just keep watching. So guys, one of my all-time favourite primers would definitely have to be the Nivea Men Aftershave Balm. This has been going around on YouTube for ages now, but I just feel like it just does the job really well. It's really inexpensive, and compared to all of my other high-end primers, this is the one that I always seem to go to the most. I just love how it makes my skin feel quite sticky and stuff, so then I know that my foundation is going to really stick to it. But yeah, I just absolutely love this. So what I do is I basically just take like the tiniest bit, like that much, and then I pretty much just put it like all over my entire face, obviously because I want my makeup to last absolutely everywhere on my face. So pretty much just blend it in, and this makes my skin feel so soft as well. Like it's a really good product to like soften your skin too, I feel. Before I apply my primer, I always love to apply like an illuminating kind of base onto my skin, because I love my skin looking really radiant and golden and dewy and stuff. And definitely one of my favourite kind of illuminating products is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. These are the kind of liquid form ones in the shade Opal, and I just love the colour. This is kind of like a light kind of bronzy champagne colour, and I just love applying this because it just adds extra moisture to my skin, because I would have more like dry skin, but then again it also makes your skin look dead golden like underneath your foundation. So the foundation that is like my holy grail foundation of like all time is definitely the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I don't really use this on my channel as much anymore because I used to literally use it in like every tutorial, and then now I just kind of try and use like a load of different foundations, but this is the one, like I would always use this on nights out. I just feel like it gives my skin the most gorgeous finish, provides a really nice coverage, doesn't look cakey, and lasts forever. So this is definitely my holy grail amazing foundation, and I love it to pieces. That is in the shade 6.5 by the way. Personally, I like to apply this foundation with a brush. I don't know, I just feel like I get the best coverage with a brush. And oh, this foundation, if you're looking for a really nice luxurious foundation that just makes your skin look absolutely flawless and doesn't feel cakey on the skin and just looks absolutely amazing, I would definitely recommend this one. Like I even have it in a couple of shades because I love it that much, and I feel like everybody loves this foundation too, so it's definitely one that's kind of like a staple on YouTube as well. I pretty much just like bounce it into my skin with this brush. This brush is actually the Zoeva 102 Silk Finish brush, and I just pretty much just push it into my skin. So then whenever I have that blended in, I like to apply my concealer, and my favourite concealer of all time definitely is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I feel again this concealer is also a lot of people's holy grail product. I just love it. I love the applicator on it, and I just love how like full coverage it is, but it still feels really light on the skin as well. And then because in this video I'm going to use like all of my holy grail products, this tutorial is going to be quite full on. Like I'm going to use quite a lot of makeup today. So for cream contour, I adore my Makeup Studio Professional Makeup Cream Contour Kit. I also really love my Boy Brown Baby U palette, but it's kind of more of like, it's really expensive, and it's kind of more of like a product that you would only really get if you're a makeup artist, because it's so expensive and has like all of their concealers and all of their foundations in it. So I wanted to show like an actual contouring kit, and this is definitely one of my favourites. So what I do is just take this shade here and just kind of warm it up with my brush first of all, and then what I do is I just apply it along my cheeks, and then also around the sides of my head as well. And then I also like to take it down my nose too. And then to blend it out, what I do is I just take like a fluffy brush and just really kind of buff it into my skin. I don't know, I just feel like this way works really nicely, and it gives like a nice flawless finish too. So I just take like a fluffy brush and just kind of buff it into my skin. And then what I like to do is just go back in with my foundation brush just to make sure everything else is completely blended together and that there's no harsh lines. So my favourite powder to set under my eyes and to kind of brighten up my skin is the RCMA No Colour powder. I love this powder so much because you literally get so much product in it, and it's so inexpensive as well, and it also really does the job nicely. So what I do is I literally just start pressing this underneath my eyes. Pretty much just put it anywhere where I highlighted my skin. And by doing this, this will make sure that your makeup lasts all day long. It won't budge whatsoever because you're obviously really kind of trapping in all the products. So I like to just kind of let that sit there for a wee second, because the longer you leave it, the brighter it gets, and I like to have like a really nice bright under eye, so I just like to kind of leave that sitting there for a wee second. And then I also like to take some just along the side of my face as well. And then my favourite powder to set the rest of my skin is the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC42. I love this powder because it gives you extra coverage as well as like a colour to your foundation as well. But if you like more of like a translucent powder, definitely go for more one that's kind of like paler. I like this because it kind of darkens my foundation a wee bit, and then also adds like more coverage and stuff. So I pretty much just press this into the areas where I didn't highlight. And then what I'm going to do is just take my little fluffy brush and then just start to swipe away the RCMA powder. So my favourite ever brow product is definitely going to be the Illamasqua Eyebrow Cake in Thunder. This is probably like the only eyebrow product that I've actually properly like absolutely loved and that I've hit pan on and that I use like every time I wear makeup. I'm sure you guys have seen me doing my brows like a million times, so I'm just going to race through this really quickly. So now that I have my brows done, the next step that I like to do is carve out my eyebrows, and my favourite concealer to ever carve out my eyebrows is the Makeup Studio Light 2 concealer, and this is a really pale concealer, but I just love having really like intense looking brows. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. So what I do with this is just take it on like a little flat brush and pretty much just run it underneath my brows to really kind of sharpen it up a wee bit. Then whenever I have that done, I just take a fluffy brush and just blend out that concealer underneath my eyebrows. So guys, now I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow, and I literally have so many different favourite eyeshadows. Like I can literally like wear any eyeshadow colour that I want. Like I don't have any in particular like favourite of eyeshadow brand, but I love Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and I also love the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, Urban Decay, Kiko. Like I literally love any eyeshadows. But recently I have literally fallen in love with this palette here. This is the Lime Crime Venus palette, and you guys know that I love my kind of warm pinky kind of purpley tones, and this palette here is just so gorgeous. I love it to pieces. And then I also have this here eyeshadow here from Kiko, and it's in the shade 44. I love this here for my transition colour because I like to have like a really orangey transition colour. And then I also want to mention a pigment that I absolutely adore and that I'll always really love because I love this kind of colour as well. This is the MAC pigment in Copper Sparkle, I think it's called, and I just love this, especially in blue and green eyes. This looks so good. So what I'm going to take is take the Kiko eyeshadow first as my transition colour. Their Kiko eyeshadows are literally amazing. I love them to pieces. So what I'm going to do is just kind of put this through my crease. This is kind of like one of my just go-to quick kind of makeup look. It is quite dramatic, but you know me, I am dramatic. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly put this through my crease. I don't really use an eyeshadow primer just because my eyeshadows do last long as it is, and I always put concealer and stuff on my eyelids, so I never use an eyeshadow primer. But I'm just going to blend this through my crease just really quite messily. Then what I like to do is just kind of clean off what's left of my brush, and then just kind of blends it up into the concealer that I put under my brow. So the next colour that I'm going to use is this one here in the shade Rebirth, and it's like a really nice like muted pinky corally colour. And again, I'm just going to run this through my crease and just kind of focus it more on the outer corner of my eye. This eyeshadow look is definitely not a natural makeup look whatsoever, so if you don't like kind of really dramatic eyeshadow looks and base and foundation stuff. But this is just like me using my favourite all-time go-to products and creating one of my favourite looks with it pretty much. And what I'm going to do is take that Kiko eyeshadow again, the orange one, and then just really smoke this underneath my eye as well. And then what I'm going to do is take a mix between these two shades here, Creation and Muse, which is this that wee one. And I'm just going to take a mix of these two, and what I do with these is basically just put it through my crease again and just to intensify the eye look. Just buffing that right through my crease and kind of focusing it on the outer corner as well. And I kind of do like a slight spotlight eye with this, and then I'm just going to take my blending brush again and just blend like all of the colours together. On my lower lash line I'm going to take this colour here in Creation and just take it on that same brush and then just put it right underneath my eye. And then again with that brush, just use it to really smoke it out. So what I'm going to do is take my MAC pigment in Copper Sparkle, and what I do with this is pretty much just I take like a little bit of concealer on my ring finger, just the Makeup Studio one, and this just kind of uses like a base for the pigment to stick to. Pigments are a little bit more, they kind of need a little bit more work. So what I do is I pretty much just press that concealer onto my eyelid, and then I just take a fluffy brush and just kind of press it in even more. And then what I do is I just kind of blend in those edges just right there. And then what I'm going to do is just take my ring finger. I always like to apply pigments with my finger because I feel like with a brush you just get so much fallout and it's like not worth the hassle, so you're better off just taking it with your finger. And what I do is I pretty much just apply this right into the centre. And I absolutely love this shade. I love how it's just so metallic and so gorgeous. Like it really just makes my blue eyes stand out so much. And then whenever I have that pressed under my eyelid, what I like to do is just take my little pencil brush again that I use to intensify the outer and inner corners and just use that to kind of blend it around. And then for my inner corner, what I've been doing recently is taking a wee bit of concealer and putting it into my inner corner as like a base because I love my inner corners to be really intense. So I put that in as a base first of all, and then I just take my fluffy brush and I just kind of blend that out. And then what I've been doing is taking this shade here, which is like a really pale kind of goldy champagne colour. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I've just been putting this right into my inner corner. So I'm going to move on to the rest of my base makeup, and then I'll move on to my eyelashes and stuff at the very end. So to contour, recently I have been falling in love with my Kiko Radiant Fusion Baked Powder, and these are literally just setting powders, but I got them in different shades so that I can use them for like different things, and I got the darkest shade for contour. So what I've been doing is just taking this brush. This is the Morphe M529 brush, And what I do is I pretty much just put this along pretty much just where I cream contoured. I haven't really been contouring that much recently. It's been more so just like bronzing up my skin. But I did want to include it in this video because if I was going for a really glam look like I am today, I would normally contour. And then guys, my holy grail, like holy grail bronzer is the Makeup Forever Radiant Bronze Fusion or Pro Bronze Fusion in 351. And this guys is like, it's like a creamy bronzer but it's like powder. And I think it has like a gel like formula through it or something. I don't know, I read something before and it said it was like gel infused or something, but it just makes your skin look like porcelain and so flawless. And what I do is I literally just cake this onto my skin. It is a really warm bronzer, so it does go quite orange, but I just love how it makes my skin look. And if you haven't tried this already, definitely try it out. Like, I know you guys will love it. And they also come with more kind of ashier colours as well. So I think I might get a more kind of ashy colour to actually contour with rather than bronze. For blush, I don't really like, I'm not really a massive fan of blusher. Like, there's never really been a blusher that I've literally fallen in love with, so I would normally just kind of switch them up. But I love more kind of peachy and like kind of like corally undertoned blush rather than more pinky ones. So I love this here one here from NYX. It's the Sugar Mama blush, and I've just been taking this and just applying it onto the apples like that. And I feel with this makeup look it looks really pretty as well because it's kind of like a corally colour. So I literally love highlighter so much, and I always like switch it up and apply like so much layers of like all different kinds of brands. But I have fallen in love with the Sweets Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills recently, and what I do is I literally just dunk my brush in all 4 colours and then I pretty much just apply it to the tops of my cheeks. And I just love highlighter. I also kind of bring it around like above my brow too. Look how gorgeous that is. I can never decide what shade to use, so I pretty much just dunk my brush in all 4 shades. So for my lashes today, I'm going to be applying my eyelashes in the style Accentuate, and if you're interested in purchasing, I will have the link down below in the description box. So while the glue is drying, I'm going to move on to my lips, and at the moment I have been loving the Essence lip liner in Soft Berry. It's like a kind of like a dark purpley nude colour, and then I've also really been liking the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Bow and Arrow, which is like a darkish nude colour as well. Makeup look. I had such a really fun time kind of just using all of my favourite products at the moment and just creating this makeup look, which is like one of my go-to makeup looks at the moment. So guys, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon, and I love you all. Bye!